This is my 1970 Morris Minor 1000. I've had it probably now about 20 years. I bought it as a project to do up and use. It's had quite a bit of work done to it, but obviously you can see it needs considerable work just to get it running and usable. A little bit of rust, the bottom of the rear quarter, bottom of the door's got some surface rust on, just needs prettying up really. Insides needs a seat. The seat's been moved forward, it needs to be moved back again. It's got needs a new seat base repairing. All the electrics work on it. There's a bit of a backstory to this, because I used to buy my car parts from a place in Mold, North Wales, in a garage. It was owned by an old fella called Mr. Harley. Now, Mr. Harley was in his 80s and used to go to him. I've got several cars which I'll be introducing into the channel as time goes by. But I used to go to him for my parts. And it was quite an adventure really, because what he'd do, he had no computers, just all the old books, and he'd cross-reference all the books until he got the part. He was in his 80s then. He's obviously, I suspect he's gone now, but he had this car stored in the garage, and I used to look at it, wonder what he was doing with it. One day I plucked up the courage to ask him if he'd sell it to me. And he did do, and he made me promise that I wouldn't sell it. Hence, it's still here. I can't sell it, because I did promise him I wouldn't. It needs a lot of TLC, but overall it's in really good condition for its years. It's only done about 4,000 miles from new. It was owned by two old ladies, and he maintained it from new. Mr. Harley maintained it from new. When one of them died, he bought the car intending to put it back on the road. He did some of the work and never completed it. Came into my possession, and of course life got in the way, and it just sat in the back of the garage. Every now and again I'd go and just turn it over, but now I intend to get it on the road. We've done some work to it recently, and it's got a little bit more work that needs doing, and I'm going to talk you through that. Obviously there's the little rust issues on the side that I've mentioned. There's the rear wings need painting up, and the paint generally needs a good clean, at least. It needs the bumpers back and front, which I've got, and the backlights need to be put back on. Backlights need to be put back on, and a few other bits and pieces. Windscreen wipers, etc. It's all about. Now, engine wise, obviously this thing, although I've started from time to time, it hasn't driven on the roads for something like 18 years. I've put a new battery, put a thermostat housing and thermostat, new water pump, got the belter put back on. We need to build the front up. We need to order a radiator and new hoses. There's a rust issue down the bottom there on the cross member, which we're going to sort. And I fitted a new fuel pump, and I've done a video on the fuel pump which I'm going to put in after this. it's in general good condition for its years. You know, it's never going to be concours, it's just going to be a usable car. But that's the beauty of these things, they're there to be used. And I'm going to use it. And I'm going to get it going. So up to now, we've ordered oil filter. We're going to do an oil change. We've ordered a radiator and hoses. We're going to fit down and put some new coolant in. Like I said before, I've done the fuel pump and that's now working, the water pump and the thermostat. So I'm hoping that in the next few weeks or so I can actually get this thing running and on the road.